What's up guys, so workout 4 of phase 3. What we're going to focus on is pulling movements and hinge movements for this one. Again, just building on some of the stuff we worked on in the past couple of weeks. Before we start, a couple of comments. One, if you think everything's a little bit too big, it's because I'm coming to the end of my diet at the minute. And two, if you notice that I've spilt an ice pop on my leg, I can only apologise for that. Now, getting into today's workout. What we're going to start with is some kickbacks, so really trying to work with glutes, and we're going to put that with an overhead good morning. So your first exercise, you can use a chair or a step, just sort of have yourself elevated if you can. It's going to be a bit of a box position, and all it's going to be is just straight up, back down. Straight through, nice and controlled, 15 reps. What you're watching for is you don't want to collapse in your lower back with this. So if you want to be a bit flatter, head all the way down, that's fine. For most of you, just resting here will be fine. And again, you're not wanting to collapse in or move at your hips. Everything's nice and tight. Squeeze up, back down, squeeze up, back down. And you should really feel your glute squeeze at the top. Once you've done 15, straight into the other side. And again, because we're not looking for any movement throughout your torso, a bigger movement's not always better with this. Keep everything rigid and just move as much as you can. As soon as you've done 15 on both sides, you're going to grab your kettlebell. That's going to go behind your head and just sit on your upper back. And we're just going to work that hinge position. So just down, back up. Nice and controlled. 3 seconds down, 1 second back up. 3 sets on that, just get your lower body moving, get everything nice and warm, get your hips switching on, get your glutes switching on. We'll get into the main workout. So guys, starting off, in terms of upper body at least today, we're going to go with the kettlebell or curl. You've worked on this over the past few weeks. Main difference is that rather than pulling in towards your chest, you're pulling a little bit more towards your hip, arm stays a bit straighter. But what we're going to do is a 30-second hold before we even start this. So we'll get set up, and again, if you need to, you can support on something just like you would in the gym. You can support here if you prefer. What I'm going to do is demo the way that most of you will probably be doing it, where you just support on your leg. And before we start, we're going to be reaching out in front slightly, arm stays a bit straighter, and we're going to hold here. And your target is 20 to 30 seconds of this hold. Now what you might want to do is sort of go 10 seconds, go again for another 10, and again for another 10. But ideally try to accumulate 30 seconds if you can in that hold position. As soon as you've got to your 30 seconds, it's going to be 3 seconds down, 3 back up. Continuous for 10 reps. As soon as you've done that, we're just going to fire out 10 reps. We're just really looking to squeeze as hard as you can. So on that one, 30-second hold, and that can be a combination of 10-second holds if it needs to be. Then 3 seconds down, 3 back up for 10 more reps, and then 1 second down, 1 back up for your last 10 reps. Then we're going to switch into the other side. Now once you've done both sides, we're going to move into a Copenhagen side plank, which again, anything, a chair or something like that, if you can elevate your feet on this, that'd be really useful. So if not, the standard side plank for you guys will be absolutely fine. And again, arm just up so that you can tell that your shoulders stacked on top of each other, same with your hips. You don't want to be leaning out or forward too much. Hips stacked, shoulders stacked. Now if you can, if you're ready to sort of take that up a level, I'm going to really work this in a thigh. The closer your knee is to the bench and to the support, the less stress this will be. So if you don't want it to be too difficult around your knees particularly, you're just going to come up and hold there. Again, hips stacked, shoulders stacked, and you're just really working that in the thigh. If you want to make it a bit more difficult, we can just move out a little bit further, so your support's just above your ankle, and again, everything stacked in from there. 20 to 30 seconds on each side, and then we're going to move on. So the next one is a towel row. Again, I'll use this for the demo, but a towel, anything like that, will be absolutely fine. You're just going to work on the concentric, so similar to the pullovers earlier in the week. All this is going to be is get you set up, and you're just going to squeeze out and in, 4 seconds, relax, let it come out, and then go again. Squeeze in them elbows, out as hard as you can, relax, and go again. 4, 3, 2, 1. And the intention is pulling out as well as in towards you, but the outward movement is where you're going to get most of your benefit from this one. 3 sets on that, between 10 and 15 reps, wherever you can get to. To be honest, 10 reps, if you're squeezing hard enough, should be plenty throughout that. So going into your next couple of exercises, again, really important technique-wise to get this right. We're going to go into a head supported row. Now, again, if you don't have anything that you can support your head on, say nothing at the right height, then just a normal setup position where you're supporting on your arm, maybe from a chair or a bench, that'd be absolutely fine. I'm going to show you the head supported one today. All it's going to be, arm out in front, resting your head, obviously, on your arm. Nice flat back position. And what we're doing is just rolling straight out, nice and controlled back in. 3 seconds down, 1 up, 2, 3 back in. All the way through. Now, before you swap sides, what we're going to do is finish, get to your last one on this, and you're going to stand up straight away, split your stance, just going straight in to a hammer curl. 8 to 10 repetitions, 3 seconds down, 1 second up. So again, we're going to do that before you swap sides. If the kettlebell that you've got is too heavy to do any of those movements, we can do a normal row, so we can pull a little bit more in towards your hip, a bit further back. That's fine, and then when you're doing your bicep curl, you can just sit directly under your hand as you go into these curls rather than sitting out and away. So again, just there, stays under, or we can make it more difficult by keeping hold. So again, just to confirm, that's going to be 12 to 15, one side, straight out into your rows. Once you've done, you go into your curls and then you go into the other side. So guys, your last couple of exercises, we're going to go medicine ball slams. If you've got a med ball, if you've not, you've got some options. And there's even an option if you've nowhere to slam the medicine ball against the floor. I know that some of you might be being a little bit more conscious, you don't want to break anything environment-wise or within your body. So what we're going to go into, 1 minute, med ball slams, straight down, back up. Just leave the timer running. Get as many as you can. So again, up and just slam through. Nice and controlled. Now, if you're not wanting to go into actual slams, we've got the option of either a squat and a press with the medicine ball, or if you still want to keep it dynamic, we can go squat and throw. Again, it's going to require a lot of coordination. If you're not sure, please just go into the squat press. That would be the best option. Now, if you don't have a medicine ball, we can just go squat press with body weight, just down and back up. Still gets your full body moving. Now, once you've done this, we're going to finish with some calf raises. So straight after your minute, you're just going to go over to whatever step you're using. It's going to be a 2-second stretch. 1, 2 seconds coming up, 2 seconds squeeze at the top, 2 seconds back down, and repeat that for 10 reps, nice and slow, just really feeling your calves work as hard as you can, all the way through that, 10 reps. 3 sets on those 2 exercises, and then you're done for today.